Hi. So I want to get the question to what do you believe in? What message of faith do you hold? What is the echoing measure, momentous at best? How can you make the world smile today? Find your beauty and be your best friend. Be the hero to someone that is disheveled, that is so ingrained into a societal sense of displaying yourself as something, dressing up, being nice looking. You hold yourself to standing as something that is your own kind of beauty, that is your style of holding your truth. Sometimes the truth of someone is lost in communication. Sometimes it's heard 30, 20, 15, and 10 times of 100, over 100, and it still gets lost in the communication of communication, in communication, around communication. For everyone is beautiful. For everyone is smart in their own way, captivating in the sense of whom they are. For whom you are is what you are. Who you are is a part of what you are. Life is an echoing measure of itself, timeless and time bound in the same degree. Each are of them own selves, and sometimes it's about waking yourself up. It's about finding something new, something to behold. Regardless of how janged the words establish themselves as, life is always within the bounds of giving you what you want, making it perfection. Sometimes your words get jumbled in the communication. Communication is how you build a society, a social gathering of itself. And sometimes you can get lost in the measurement to measure your happiness based around the society. Because everyone does have an obligation to do something good and to do the right thing and to be who they are. Society, the structure in itself, is something that doesn't know how to go towards the self. It's societal driven. Is society broken? Is it just not working? Yeah. There's lots of points that it is like that. And there's lots of points that it's not. Sometimes people do drastic things. What is drastic? Something arranged in certain degrees to be loud, full of discovery, and a breath of fresh air. That is a continuum in of itself. I know some may judge me as harshly as they can, and yet it will still stay true that the only way and the only reason of someone staking such a claim is because they hold to a higher degree to be that same thing that they call out. Life is something worth living because life is worth living, and you are the message of something grand, the grandiose of the mediocrity. Poems, massages are the same thing. Poems caress the soul and guide it into deepening it of itself. Control is the truest of itself when you can breathe. The moment you breathe, you are in control. You are controlling your melody, the harmony in which you belong to. The moments that keep on being you and you beyond yourself, echoing back at you. I like to call it the boomerang effect. You, yourself, and everything that you have to give is something worth giving. You have to be strong as a soul, or you would not be existing. If you were not innately strong within yourself, you might lose balance. You might not be echoing where you can hear it, where you're seeing it. And you get to take a step back and breathe. You have a primal sense about you. Everyone does. And that primal sense awakens and brings life into order. Because life is always providing you with whatever you need to succeed. Sometimes you might miss it. And yet, you're always able to go back and retrieve your messages and dress up in your finest attire to encompass the newness that comes along with the now. The now is a very powerful moment. It holds the old, the aged. It holds the newness, a breath. Because in a breath, countless, thousands, millions of trillions of tens of thousands of hundreds of possibilities manifest themselves, all for your taking. Sometimes you're able to hit the mark and you see that. Always you're hitting the mark that you might not see, because it's a ripple effect in the multi-dimensionality that you are. You're not just human. You are a sentient being that is beloved in all the ways, shapes, and forms that you can echo in. In all of itself. You are beautiful. You are something that creates beauty of itself, in itself, and for itself. Everyone, have a great one. Please enjoy yourself as a whole. Because if you're just a part, then you're missing out on yourself. Become a whole of yourself, and you can do anything. As long as you can breathe, you can do anything. Have a great one, and thank you.